Mitra. So good to see you for the first time, and I think it's been a year and a half, 2 years since we've seen each other.
Yeah, whenever the last time I was in Chicago, I think a year and a half.
That's right. Yeah, I was thinking when I was out. No, that's right.
When
you did the show
maybe.
at the Hideout. That's right.
Yeah.
You are in a beautiful apartment right now in Seattle, you said, correct?
Yes, beautiful Seattle, Washington.
You're shooting season 2 of The Debras, correct?
Yeah, we start in like a week and a half.
Okay.
So right now we're prepping the show. Yeah, it's like the sort of nightmare of getting everything ready, and then it'll kind of be a bit of a machine once it starts. But
Sure. And I should say, I've told you this offline many times, but since this is now actually being recorded for our listeners, it's insane that Mitra is taking the time to do this improv podcast while she is producing this show. So we want to make sure we thank her. It speaks to how awesome a person and friend Mitra is. Thank you for taking the time here, Mitra.
Yes, thank you so much.
thank you for giving me a reason to stop watching Pretty Little Liars on a beautiful sunny day.
Awesome. How is the
Yeah.
production stuff going for it? How are you feeling about everything?
It's good. I feel good. It's really exciting. I mean, it's really cool to like, I would say we're even more involved in just the overall production of the show for the second season. So it's a lot
nice.
more work, but it really is just so exciting to feel like, one of the three of us kind of is weighing in on everything, and
Oh, awesome.
we've got more episodes this season, so we get to just do a lot more.
Oh, I didn't realize that. How many episodes are there going to be?
10.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Yeah, and we had 6 the first season, so it's exciting. It just feels like it's also just after we wrote it all during quarantine. We wrote it all April, May, and June of 2020. So it's been this thing that is on Zoom for the last year. So it has been very like such a shock to the system to just like not be in my place in LA and be in a new city and then be with people face to face all day every day is like very surreal and draining.
Yeah.
but great. Like we just haven't seen these people in so long. So and like pretty much all of our crew from the first season is back, which is amazing. But it is just like it still hasn't totally sunk in that we're actually going to be doing it.
Are you learning to be social again? Is that basically what's happening?
Yeah, I mean, I have this like thing that I'm really struggling with, which is like I say the thing that I know I need to say, and then I just like walk away and like forget that people need to respond. Because I've just forgotten how to talk to people, and I just like can't make eye contact anymore for more than like 20 seconds.
Oh,
It probably just seems like you're
interesting.
totally in control. Like you say your thing, you just walk away, and people are just like, Mitra knows what she wants. Like, let's just fucking get it done.
Which like couldn't be farther from the truth.
Well, and I should say too, you season 1 of Three Busy Debras, folks can watch on HBO Go now, correct? Or HBO
Yeah,
Max.
HBO
I'm sorry, I
Max,
spelled it wrong.
Max.
HBO Max.
But yeah, it's great. It's like so many more people are watching it now, which is so exciting.
Yeah. Well, definitely
like-
check it out for our listeners. I will say,
Yes,
I know,
please.
Mitra, I've told you this, but man, it is like nothing else on TV, and you all have such an incredible visual style, and it has some of the funniest, like, insane bits in it. So
Thank you.
very excited for season 2 of the show.
We're really we got a photo we saw when we walked into the room for our first season, and they had a big thing on the wall listing all of our props for the season, and it was like the most sobering. Like, we always like were joking that we were like prop comics when we were on stage, and then we looked and there were like I think like 400 props.
Oh my god.
It was like really embarrassing. And now this season there's 4 more episodes. We haven't like
That's
changed
400
the
more
ratio.
props.
Yeah, it's like we have a really brave art department.
Is there a prop from season 1 that you're most proud of? Is there one that you're like, this sticks out in my craw?
I would say the dumbest thing is when our crew had to buy 1,000 marbles. There were so many. Our wrap gift from our production company was a framed list of all of our props, and it was 1,000 marbles ? Things that you could tell they were hoping we would be like, you know what, we don't actually want that, and we were like, no, we want 1,000 marbles, thank you.
It's a tough thing to admit
great.
how much of a prop comedian you are. Once you look at all your old stuff, I'm moving from this apartment, and I just found a bag of like all my character props, and I was like, I kind of want to keep these, but also like I'm never gonna do these characters again.
Yeah.
But it is very. I almost want to just like take a photo with everything that I have and just be like, and then just put them to bed forever.
That's
Oh,
cool.
yeah.
And get rid of 'em.
I got so lucky because my old place had like a separate garage, and I didn't know that it had a leaky roof, and I put a cardboard box of like all my costumes and props from bits in the garage, and they all got destroyed. And when I first saw it, I was like, oh no. And then I was like, like, do I need a Harley Quinn costume? Like, do I that bad? Do I need a tutu?
I mean,
Maybe
Kelly.
it's okay.
Kelly and I are minimalists, so we like don't keep a lot of stuff. But I have that exact thing, Mitra, where we don't keep a lot. Like all of my belongings are literally in like one closet, and then I have like double everything else. Like I have all my clothes, and then that doubled because I have dumbass old props that I just
I
like keep in the
know.
basement. But I also have a phenomenon. This has happened many times that like when I finally will clear stuff out and get rid of something, like literally a week later, it's like, shit, where's my like fart gun? And I like just threw it away the week before, and I need it for some
You never
stupid-
throw away your fart gun. Dude. There's
Rookie
always a fart gun.
mistake.
Yeah. There's always time to draw your fart gun.
So you're lucky that there was a divine intervention. I guess I got rid of. That's awesome.
Yeah, God took the wheel, and
Yeah.
because I never would have gotten rid of them by choice for sure. But I've had this like ratty, long, like ass length brown wig for like 10 years. It's like,
But you know you're gonna need it. As soon as you
I
get rid of it,
wish-
you're gonna be like, "That's the." You're gonna come up with that character.
yes,
Yeah.
I wish I still had it.
Yeah.
It would be so funny to still have that.
Well, I also feel like I have some clarity in my mind right now because we're not doing live shows where I'm like, I can get rid of a lot of this crap. And it just speaks to how toxic my mind is during like normal times where I'm like, I need these wigs. But now that it's
Yes.
like the second I'm not doing live shows, I'm like throwing stuff out left and right. So
Look, if I don't have a face covered in lipstick, then I'm not telling jokes.
There's no story there. If there's, yeah.
What? I'm just gonna write good material.
Well, Mitra, when I saw you guys at the Hideout, though, you had pages of like knockout jokes that were just like brr, brr, joke, so good,
Thanks.
and also this insane.
Face full of lipstick. So, to distract from the fact that I'm holding pages of material that I haven't memorized.
You know what I think my favorite costume was on the show, Mitra, on Three Busy Debras, was when you did the steroids bit and you lost
my
all your hair and had the bald wig and the giant muscles.
I was like, I really like felt myself that day in a way that I wasn't expecting. I was like, I'm gonna look so fucked up and ugly, and I was like, I look amazing. And I really don't feel that way very often, but I was like, this works.
This works. I'm liking this look.
Bulked out.
That's so good. Where did you shoot season 1 in Portland? Why would I think it was Portland? Or were you in Seattle for that as
Seattle,
well? You were
yeah.
in Seattle for that as well. Okay, I thought it was Portland for some reason. Well, how do you like Seattle? Are you?
I
into
love it. It's
Yeah.
so good. I've not really spent much time in the Pacific Northwest before. I'd never been to Seattle before doing Debras in Seattle.
Oh, really?
It's just like such a pretty area
It's
of the
amazing.
country.
Yeah.
Like, and so many, even just in the city itself, so many little parks, and like just beautiful green spaces. And yeah, I really love it. Have you been?
I have been, I think, 3 times. I used to travel a lot in college for track, and that was
Right.
my favorite place to go.
Well, that's how I
was,
met
like-
you.
Yeah.
Table for running club. I'll never forget because and I've said this to Dan before, but for Tim too, I on like the activities fair, Dan was representing running club, and I lied about how good of a runner I was because I was like, I like running club seems really fun. And I remember you said to me, well, if you can run 7 miles, you can run 13 miles. And I was like, I can't run 7 miles.
I also don't think I believe that. So I probably was
But you
just
said
telling
it. You said it, and then I was like, oh, for sure. Well, I'll definitely come to running club. And then I was like, dumbass, I'm never coming to running club. And then you were there when I auditioned for the improv group, and I was like, he's gonna remember me from running club when I lied and said that I was a really good runner. And the whole time I was just thinking about how I lied.
I'm gonna blacklist you in comedy for it.
This guy's gonna know that I'm a liar, and he's not gonna let me on the improv team.
Yeah, absolutely destroyed the improv audition, but she's a liar. She can't run for shit.
Little
to
did
be a
you
really
know,
good
Mitra,
runner.
Little did you know, I had zero input in any of those auditions. I used to sit back and be like, I don't have.
Every improviser is like famously really good at like running.
Yeah, the very athletic community, the improv community. But that was so fun. I should say that we met doing improv in college at OSU, and then I left, and then the next year when I moved to Chicago, and then the next year you were like writing on Sam B and doing all this stuff, and I was like, what happened in these 6 months? It was like kind of before I feel like Instagram really was as like up to date as it is now, and I just remember seeing stuff and being like, holy shit, Mitra, like. And then you never look back, I guess. So
never looked back. Yeah, like kind of fell out of touch with like every single person from before that.
No, you're real. We were just talking about a friend who got married. You're like still. That's
Very
such
in
a
touch.
nice group of people. I am like still so close to so many of them.
Yeah, same. Everybody's cool, and everybody's doing cool stuff.
Yeah.
And John Ross just got married.
Yeah. Congrats to John Ross.
We celebrate
Congrats
John
to
Ross.
Tim, have you ever been to Seattle? I can't
No, I have not. I would love to. I'm going to try at some point, maybe this year or next year, to do like a little road trip across the country. So I need to talk to you, Dan, because I know you've done that before.
Yes.
I'd like to throw my dog in the front seat, and I just want to drive.
I drove
until the
here
car runs out
from
of gas.
LA, and it was amazing. It was
Did
like
you
the
drive
prettiest.
up the one?
I kind of darted around. So I drove sort of straight up, and then I went out to the Oregon coast and then drove the rest of the way up sort of the coastline, which was really beautiful.
Yes.
But I've never really
very
done like a
nice.
longer solo road trip like that.
I've
Really
got
amazing.
a sciatic nerve problem, so I got to really work that out before I sit in a car for 7 days straight. Or I'll just pull over every 6 hours and really stretch it out and really ruin
way
the
to
trip.
ground this like very romantic idea.
Oh, I'm sorry, it doesn't happen the way it happens in movies and TV, Dan. Some people have a sciatic nerve problem. And it's me.
I have struggled with sciatic pain as well, so I really sympathize.
It's brutal, but you just got to do a downward dog and get it and just crack it out every morning. You're good.
Yeah.
Mitra,
Yeah.
was there a part of the country that you found particularly beautiful when you did that you were not expecting to?
I'd never really spent any, I mean, I was expecting the Oregon coast to be beautiful, but there was an area of Northern California that was like stunning. Oh God, I forget the name of the park now, but it's like Lake Shasta or something like that. It was just like an amazing drive. It was like raining the whole time I was going through, so it was just very like cinematic and beautiful, and
Yeah.
and just like being alone like that for like 5 days after a year of quarantining and being so with like Wit and Patty, it was just like I just hadn't been alone. It was incredible. To really be alone and like not very reachable either, especially like in part of like driving through the forest and stuff. It was so cool.
Are you good? Are you able to like unplug like that, or do you get anxious?
I got like a little anxious just because like we're in production for Deborah's, and like I was like, what if something like hugely important happens and they desperately need my specific opinion? But after the first day, I was like, that's not true. and then it got really fun.
Yeah.
But there was a fun night where I stayed in Modesto for a night at like a Holiday Inn Express and ordered Panera delivery.
Panera?
And I was like, I should figure out like what like a great local Modesto restaurant is. And then I was like, but then Panera was at the top of the list, and I was like, I actually just really, really want Panera. And it was
What'd you
so
get from
good.
Panera? What's your?
So I got a pick 2. I got like the Asian chicken salad and a French onion soup, and then I also got mac and cheese, and then I got a strawberry smoothie. So I really popped off.
Their mac and cheese is kind of out of this world. It's
so good.
It's
Just
incredible.
for the listeners who can't see the Zoom, this is the most engaged Tim has been. Tim adjusted in his chair and started violently agreeing.
Let's talk Panera. Yeah.
Tim's had his back to the camera
Yeah.
for the rest of the recording.
Somebody say Panera? Somebody say Red Bull?
But dipping the bread, the baguette, into the mac and cheese leftover bit, like the soup sort of.
It's such an indulgent thing when they're like, would you like an apple or more bread? And you're like, well, I'm going to take more bread.
Bread, of course, bread.
Instead of
apple?
your tiny kind of rotten apple that they give you.
They
I don't
are
even know where they get apples.
unreasonably bad apples. I have always
they're
said
tiny
that.
little apples.
It's never worth it. Sometimes I'll be like, get the apple, girl. And it's like fucking gross.
I'm
the
so
bag,
glad other
yeah.
people notice it. I always am shocked at how terrible their apples are.
I
But
get
the
the
chips
baguette
are
and I
good.
dip it into
are
the
good.
mac and cheese, which is worthless,
Yes.
but I still do it.
I do that
There's
too.
just
It's
cheese
so
on there.
good that way. Wow. Tim? I feel seen.
Meet me at Panera.
That's where we'll meet in the middle of the country.
Yeah,
on our
let's
road
meet in the middle of
trips.
the country. Yeah.
Mitra, one of the things I wanted to ask you about, and we're getting up there, so I apologize if this isn't a cleaner segue, but I wanted to ask you about pottery, because I feel like this is something that you've gotten really into. You were doing it before quarantine, correct?
I started like October 2019. Taking classes because I used to live right by a pottery studio called Pot LA in Echo Park, and I'd always thought about taking classes, but I'm like a truly remarkably like ungifted artist, and like my mom is like an amazing visual artist, so I every now and then I'll like have like a breakdown and get like oil pastels and be like, actually I think I'm probably really good at art, and then like make something so fucking ugly. And
But the pottery, I feel like your pottery is very good. Like, I see you sharing it.
I've just never, I mean, you've known me a long time. Like, I've just never been like a chill person. And like, it's just been the first thing that I've found really, especially because like I don't play soccer anymore, and I feel like soccer was sort of a similar vibe where it's like I haven't found anything similar to that where like I can just be there doing that thing and not be thinking about anything else. Like when I was playing soccer, I was never like my homework or whatever. Like I was always just thinking about soccer. And pottery, like you have to be so present, and if I do start to think about something else, I fuck up the thing that I'm making. So you really have to like be there for it.
Okay.
And especially
do you
when
meditate
you're like,
or anything like that, or is pottery like your form of meditation?
I think that's I've tried, and I just like fucking hate it. I can't do it. I just panic the whole time. Do you?
I feel like running is my but also for me, just to brag a little bit, running can serve both. Sometimes I'm better at like, sometimes it's very meditative, and sometimes it's great like when I'm like, I want to think about this project I'm working on. I guess it is still in that way meditative, because it's like I focus on the thing that I want to focus on, and I don't as much as when I'm at home or like not doing it, like let other thoughts enter.
And do you still run even with baby?
Mm-hmm. I do. I try. I mean, Kelly's great about being like, hey, you could go out for a run. You know, I'll watch the baby for a little bit. So I do try
That's
to.
great.
Yeah. And
I
walk
tell
a
when
lot.
Dan's crabby. When
What's that?
Dan's crabby. She's like, Dan, go out for a run.
Yeah, I mean,
Go
truly,
run.
that's
Get
what
outta
it
here.
comes down to. Yeah.
And Tim, you're like Mr. Fitness. Is that meditative for you?
It is, yeah. I used to be. I'm more of like a big walker. I take a ton of walks because I have my dog, so we just like walk for like an hour or two.
What
and
kind
I've
of
done.
dog?
She's a hound mix. I can't tell you how little research I put into like finding her. I met her at the Music Box Theater here in Chicago. They were doing like an adoption thing, and I had no intentions to go get a dog. I just like showed up, and we kind of had a connection, and I had to like call the place, and it was close. I was like freaking out calling this place to get this dog. But now I have her, and she's phenomenal. Beautiful dog.
Yeah.
She looks like she could be on a pedigree bag.
Wow.
But now I go hard on fitness. I follow this guy from the UK, and he shreds me 45 minutes a day.
That rocks.
45 minutes.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's like a hit. It never feels like 45 minutes because it's like 20 seconds on, like 10 seconds off. So
Is it
like,
that hit stuff?
It's the hit stuff, yeah. Because you also only need like a very small space to do it in, which is this room. This room is a podcast studio. It's also where I do my hit workouts.
Day to night vibes.
Yeah. It's also where I go on my virtual dates.
Awesome.
Misha, are you doing?
Okay.
How did you know that? Are you into that, or like you said the hit stuff? Yeah. How did you? Is that like a big?
I've been doing like Chloe Ting. It's like a YouTube exercise video, and I think that's what she's doing. But yeah, in sort of my panic to get my body back to the way it was in season 1, I've been like doing a bunch of at-home fitness YouTube stuff.
Wow.
Yeah, it's not working. I started too late, but I am trying.
Doesn't Adult Swim give you like a personal trainer, like the Marvel movies or something?
Nutritionist, round-the-clock personal training, for sure.
Get the Marvel guys.
Guys, also, I know we want to do the improv, but I gotta say, I told Dan this. I want a shirt that says improv pervert.
Oh.
The idea that you would buy it and we wouldn't just give it to you.
Hey.
If it exists. And you know what? Actually, this is I love when this happens organically because we need a shirt idea because I think eventually we're going to put out some merch.
Please.
Improv Pervert's a great shirt
Yeah.
idea.
I would buy an improv pervert show in 1 second. I think it's so funny. It's like so.
That's
It is because I love improv. I spent a million hours doing improv. I love improv, but it is perverted.
It's a very unhealthy.
You got to be you got to be a pervert in order to be
Yeah.
to
Just
do
to
it
like
like this.
To love it, you're a pervert.
Yeah.
Exactly. And I'll even say,
Couldn't
Mitra,
agree
I
more.
love that you are we're willing to do it and are talking about it like this because like one of the things I've always respected about you creatively is like when you moved to New York a couple years back, like I feel like like It's a Guy Thing was like one of the first shows. Was it Union Hall or Union Pool? I always confuse which one.
Union Hall.
Union Hall, yeah, like. That show, I feel like, really was one of the first, if not the first, that kind of kicked off what I think is like the current era of like independent comedy shows being produced, and a very healthy movement away from like established like theater communities in a way that I didn't know the New York community as well, but I had heard that it could get kind of like walls between theaters, like there wasn't as much cross-pollination, and I feel like you guys really started something that to this day seems to be the model that like is most rewarding to show producers.
Thank you. I mean, it was like, I think the annoyance coming to New York like shook things up so much, and like I was so lucky to move to New York like kind of at the exact same time that was happening. And I mean, I'm so much of an improv pervert that I used to drive to Chicago once a month during college to go watch improv. So I like knew about all those people already. So I could sort of ingratiate myself with them immediately.
That's right, yeah.
So.
Well, and you were on Holy Fuck. Like you did that over there, right?
Yeah.
With those guys?
Yeah, it was the best. I mean, it was so much fun. But I think that scene combined with like, doing shows at Union Hall, and there was like a great scene at like Over the 8, which is another venue that has since closed. Union Hall is thankfully still open, but yeah, it was just like finding all these new spaces and all these cool new scenes popping up that weren't necessarily affiliated with any specific venue or like class structure or like improv or sketch classes. Although like I did like funnel a lot of money into those institutions as well.
Yeah, no.
Those shows though do feel so much cooler when it's not at an established comedy place. Like that show that we saw at Union Hall, right?
Hall.
Was awesome. That like show like rocked my ass. I had so much fun at that show, and I was like standing behind a pole.
You guys were
trying to,
here
like,
at
see it.
like what New York TV Festival or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was in October, so yeah.
Yeah, but it was such a fun show, and like the energy, it just had the energy of like an old comedy space where the ceilings were kind of low and it was a smaller space and everybody's packed in there like sardines, and it's just like it's palpable in those situations, and I feel like theaters moved away from that, and probably on top of many other things attributed to its downfall.
Yeah,
its current downfall.
Yeah, I mean, if it's not a fire hazard, it's not fun.
If there's no fear of dying, if you can't hear glasses breaking behind the bar and pizza ovens going off, it's not a comedy show.
I really miss that place. It was my favorite place to do shows. I mean, thankfully it like is like one of the few cool places I feel like that has like made it through the pandemic so far.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But the coolest. They were amazing.
Yeah, and I think it's gonna be interesting when things do go back, what it's gonna be like. But I do think that's
what's gonna be amazing is like this lovely conversation, and then I fucking bomb for 30 minutes straight.
No. It'll be we'll edit it in post, and I'll always.
Yeah, this will be the only eepisode we don't edit anything out of. We just leave it all in.
The whole time is being like, wait, what's he saying? No. Hate that.
Not
no.
into it.
No, you shit your pants. You just shit your pants.
Well, should we get into it? I feel like this is a little bit of a longer convo, but we love chatting with you.
That was
Mitra,
great.
So thanks. Let's just get into it. Mitra, if you had to give us a word based on the conversation, what's a word?
Okay. What's like the word for okay, like pledge class.
Pledge class.
Pledge class. Nice.
I love it. Okay, cool. Are you both rushing?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I think so.
Me too.
Nice.
This the only one you're doing? Or are you like, do you have like other
You
options?
signed up
or?
for other ones, or is this the only one you're doing?
Yeah, no, this I put out a couple feelers. This is kind of my backup frat, but
Oh.
I'm hoping to.
No,
I'm
Gotcha.
Sam, by the way. Sam from Detroit.
Oh,
You can
nice
remember
to meet
SD like an SD card. That's how I tell people. Sam from Detroit.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Cool.
My name is Ulysses Samuel Baxter, USB. So that's actually pretty cool.
Whoa.
What? Are you kidding me? USB?
I'm not kidding. So that's actually amazing.
Damn.
Yeah.
SD and USB.
What about you, other guy?
My name's Ned.
Here it comes.
Ned Sleeper.
NS.
There's no anything to it. It's just
Oh.
NS.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, it's so nice to meet you. I hope you have an
great to meet
amazing
you.
time.
Yeah.
Have a great rush.
Thank
Yes.
you.
Yeah.
See,
I think me and Ulysses might just kind of hang out over here by the.
for sure.
by the
Yeah.
beer
No,
and
I'm gonna.
kinda chat a little bit.
I'll hang out with some of the other folks who just have regular names without the cool computer stuff
Okay.
connected to it.
Yeah.
SD, have you heard of PBR? Have you had PBR in your life?
I've actually never had one of these. Where I grew up, and when I was in Detroit, my buddies and I, we used to drink a lot. We would drink a lot of Guinness. That was like our party beer was Guinness.
Whoa, that stuff is like thick.
Yeah, it's super thick. Yeah.
I had a PBR for the
What's-
first time last night
Oh.
at a party. Somebody was like, "You want PBR?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'll chug it." And then I shotgunned it, fell down a flight of steps.
Whoa. Is that
Yeah.
where all those bruises come from?
Yes.
Wow. I mean, it looks like you got really, really hurt.
Yeah.
Well, they kicked the shit out of me afterwards too. So I fell down the stairs and then they were like, "Get him!" And then they kind of like beat me up, and I was like, I was having like fun because we were Russian. So
You should like report that. That's like a serious
Yeah.
thing.
People, they shouldn't be. They're really cracking down on like rush death.
yeah, I'll do
Hazing's
that
like
for-
not allowed. Like the
Not
most serious
allowed. It's
thing,
not
like
cool.
they're not allowed to do anything. Like all they can do is like lightly, gently tease you. Like they're not even supposed to touch you.
I don't even know if it was really hazing because I was outside the house when it happened. So I think it was more so just like them just kind of beating, just a regular street fight. I actually may have rolled into another fight and then started getting beat up.
You rolled into another fight.
Like there were two people fighting, and then I kind of fell down the stairs, rolled into it, and then they were kind of like, let's beat this guy up instead of each other. So if anything, I stopped a fight. My clumsiness stopped a
Jeez,
fight.
Ned. Hey Ned, dude, I don't
Wow.
want to tell you what to do, but you're like super overdressed for this party, man. This is like a super chill, like.
I only
Like-
have the one. I just have this one suit for homecoming, high school homecoming. I don't have any other. I thought it was.
Yeah. They said
formal.
track suit, like Adidas.
Yeah.
Like what I'm wearing.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't. I missed it. I just thought that meant suit.
No, yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean, you look really like if you were in a different place, you would look really good.
Yeah, like if
Thank
you're at
you,
like a
thanks.
funeral or something, or even like maybe like a low budget wedding, like you could pull it off for sure.
Oh.
Like
Thank
very low budget, like thrown together at the last minute, and then you like had to get a tux at like the very
Exactly,
last
like a
second. You
joke
would, like-
wedding. Yes.
Yes.
Like a joke wedding. Yes.
Yes. You are killing me, man.
Dude. USB, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, this was my dad's suit. So.
Cool. Yeah. Is
the
he
one
like?
yeah.
Does he have like a really bad job?
Well, I mean, he's like runs a call center.
He runs a call
Oh.
center.
Yeah, he's like the top dog at a call center.
So he's like a boss, like probably like a union buster. Sad.
Yeah.
It's gross, dude.
I mean, he has a couple bosses above him too, so he's not necessarily a boss. He's more of a manager.
So he's like obsessed with answering to the man. Sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ned, dude, you
No
should,
offense.
You should be your own man, man.
Yeah, yeah, that's kind of why I'm here in college. I'm like I kind of stuck it to my dad. I was like, I'm going to college. Could you help me pay for it? And he's like, yeah. So I'm going to pay him back though.
I'm actually going on full scholarship. I
Oh,
got like
really?
I got like a 16 on the ACT. So
Oh, shit.
yeah.
That's sick.
I got the Mercy scholarship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
I got the lowest. If you get the lowest grade in
you
your
get
school, they'll let you go to school
Mercy
for free.
Scholarship. I know the
Yeah.
Mercy Scholarship. Yeah, that's awesome. They're like trying to like, yeah. So are you like, do you get to take like special classes and get like special allotments on tests and stuff?
Yeah, I get like 3 years for every test that I take. So
Oh,
by the time
dude.
I'm 40,
Oh my
I should be
God.
done here. Yeah.
USB. Man, that's sick. That's sick. I'm on a partial scholarship myself.
Cool. Like for what?
I know the Dean Rickards. He's my neighbor.
You know Dean.
Yeah,
Dean Rickards.
He's my
Whoa.
neighbor, yeah. And I like found out he was cheating on his wife, and so I got
Whoa.
yeah. So I got
It's so cool.
yeah. So I got
Awesome.
books, yeah. So I got my books.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
You paid
Books
for
are
your books?
expensive.
That's super expensive.
I know. I get my books. I gotta download them all. Like I can only get them on. I can only get the digital versions. Like I got unlimited PDFs basically. I'm on a PDF scholarship.
Holy shit! Share
Cool.
the wealth, brother. That's awesome.
Dude.
Yeah, with
Fucking
USB, you
rock.
know I will. I'll put some on it on a thumb drive for you, buddy.
Better make
Get
it a
off
couple.
Of me, Ned. You're way
gig
too
of-
fucking close to me right
Sorry,
now, dude.
I was gonna say it should be make sure it's a gig because those PDFs get fat when you have when the PDFs get too big because they don't. a lot
God,
of times they
dude,
don't
I
shrink
can-
I
those
just
file
got like
size.
so cold.
I was just gonna say I got goosebumps on my neck. I was just gonna that. God damn, Ned.
I'm popping Listerine strips, so you probably got my breath, a little bit of my breath on your neck.
God, Jesus.
Sorry.
Dude,
Does anybody mind if I take my shirt off? I know we're like inside. It's like
no.
it's just like I've got like
Please.
I was already sweating so much, and then
Totally.
I got so cold. I'm
Yeah.
just worried I'm gonna catch chill.
Totally.
Yeah, take it
Yeah.
up.
Yeah. Whoa, man,
Okay.
you look great. Whoa,
Holy cow.
Ulysses, those. Damn, you work out?
Yeah, I'm like 90 pounds, so like whenever I work out, I just like immediately have a 6-pack.
Damn.
Whoa, you're swole.
All right, Ned, don't chill out, man. Just
Sorry.
You're staring, dude. You're making everyone.
All right,
You're like,
look.
just be cool, man. Well, don't turn in the corner. Now you're just standing in the corner.
Well, and I'm thinking about it too. I'm standing in the corner and thinking about it. You might as well just let me look at it.
Damn.
Okay, you can look at me. It's fine. It's normal.
Swole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Ned, stop
No,
flexing,
thanks.
dude.
How can you even tell? I'm wearing a huge suit.
Because your arms are at your waist and you're puffing your chest out, dog.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm
You can like hear
and
the
I'm-
seams breaking.
Yeah.
Like no
Truly,
offense.
Yeah.
I'm feeling inspired. Your body is inspiring.
Thank you.
Ulysses, dude, hey, this is my this is my TikTok handle if you're on TikTok.
Oh my god, I love like being on my phone.
Yeah. Yeah, me too, man. Ned, you got a phone?
Yeah, it's just like it's like a iPhone 3.
That's really cool.
Yeah,
I'm
that
on,
actually is
um,
kind of cool. Kind of old
Yeah,
school.
you can get me on Reels.
Reels?
This is my Reels name. It's at Sleeper Cell.
Sleeper cell.
Ned Sleeper.
Damn.
I was able to get it.
Yeah, I guess.
A lot of competition for Sleeper Cell.
Tons.
I think we're I think they're actually probably going to ask us to start lining up soon.
Yeah.
So probably like, cool
All right,
order.
next two, I got Ned and Ulysses come into the room of truth.
Fuck.
Yes.
Shit, dude, I'm so sorry, man.
No, it's fine. It's just like, fuck. Okay.
Come on, Ulysses, let's go.
All right, I'm right behind. God, you're so fast.
reporting.
Okay, dude, get off me!
Ulysses.
Get off me, man!
Sorry.
Whoa, jeez.
Ned Sleeper, the sleeper cell.
Yeah,
reporting.
okay. Ned and Ulysses.
Yeah, you can call me USB, like the thing you stick in the computer.
Oh, all right. That's sick, man. Sick. All right, cool. This is the room of truth. If you want to be a brother in Fidel, you have to be honest with everybody, okay? We are your brothers. It's about honesty here.
Okay. I have a great relationship with the truth, so this shouldn't be hard for me.
Great. Ned, say something about yourself that you've never told anybody.
I used one summer, all my friends went on a vacation without me, and so I spent the summer stealing wood from different construction sites. The city had to come take it because I guess it was a fire hazard.
Oh. All right. So the secret that nobody knows about you is that your friends went on vacation without you and you stole wood for a summer?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I'm just going to write some stuff down here. Ulysses, what is your greatest fear?
My greatest fear is, so my dad said he's going to buy me a car, and I'm really worried he's going to buy me a white car.
Your biggest fear is that you're going to have a white car?
I associate that with women, and I just find I think it's really important that I have a car that is like blue or black or gray even.
You know, lighter colors clean better on cars. Darker colors show dirt more.
Dirt's good.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. All right. I
You
like
said you
this
wanted
guy.
truth.
I like this guy. You're right, man. I fucking love dirt and I love dark cars. That was a test.
Guys like dirt, guys like dirty cars. If I get a white car, heads will roll.
Exactly. What kind of car was your dad looking at?
Mazda 3.
Ooh. Zoom, zoom.
Slick.
This one's beautiful. Did you do this one as well? On the wall here? It looks like your kind of handiwork.
Yeah, I mean, it's a hobby. It's, you know.
It's more than a hobby. These are amazing. What do you put in this?
So it's like gum mostly.
Okay.
And I
like
use a little
fresh gum or chewed gum?
It's mostly found.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So
Very cool.
you know, I'm a big walker. I take lots of walks, and you'd be surprised what you can find on the streets, what you can find on the walls, what you can find on the grounds. So I pick that up, I stick it in a little bag, and voila, yeah.
Cool.
I like
I've
to
never
think
heard of
that
anybody doing that.
thousands of people have contributed to every piece that I've made.
Yeah. Wow. That's awesome.
Are you an artist yourself?
I dabble here and there. I draw. I have a sketchbook and stuff like that. So,
Sounds like someone's being humble.
yeah, well, I mean, I look for people. It's hard for me because I like to draw people struggling to do things. And so it's like hard for me to find, like, if I see somebody like tripping or like trying to pick something up heavy, like I get my sketchbook out and I start, because I feel like that's when people are at their most vulnerable. Like somebody trying to put a shirt on that's backwards. Like, to me, that's
It's so funny
that's
when that can
human.
happen.
It's so human because it
It's
happens
so
to all
human.
of us. And you have a 50-50 shot with a shirt, right? So, yeah. But
Clever.
I don't know any other way to be, so.
Any other way to be human, you mean?
Yeah, right. I don't know any other way. Like, that's just who I am. I'm just a human, just like you, just like me.
Yeah.
Just like,
Well, you should push yourself. Open a gallery, put something up the way that I have.
God, no, this is, I mean, what is this, 500 square feet of art? This is huge.
Thank you. Yeah, it is huge.
Wow.
Well, it's years of gum. So when, you know, it demands space. It demands room to breathe. I mean, you wouldn't quite get this stink if there was only 100 square feet of gum, for example. 500
Yeah, it
square feet of gum.
absolutely reeks like bad breath here. It's really like
It's awful.
Yeah, my God.
It's human.
Yeah, it's superhuman. Yeah, yeah. Well, I hope to contribute someday. Maybe chew some gum and pop by, and I'll put it in a bag. And if you want to see me again, I'm happy to chew some gum over the next week and bring it with me.
Buy me dinner first. stick the gum under the table.
Oh, yeah. Not a problem.
Perhaps at C'est Magnifique downtown.
Absolutely. Excuse me, I'm trying to get a reservation for next Wednesday.
Okay. Do you understand how insane that request is?
I know it's insane. I know
Do you
it's
understand?
insane.
Like, I understand what you're asking me, and I just
Yes.
it's insulting to me that you would think you could get a reservation on a Wednesday a week
I
in
know,
advance.
but I mean, if you were in my position, I would give you the reservation. I met the most wonderful human being, and we just connected on such a personal level with art, and it just, I need this to happen because I made a lot of promises here.
This is a reservation for true love.
It's for true love.
Okay.
I promise you.
Okay. You promise.
You will be the best man at my wedding. I promise.
And you know how fucking insane it is from my end to get this.
Yes, absolutely. I wouldn't do this unless it were for true love.
All right, look, man, I can cut you some slack. I can get you a table for two, but it's gonna be in the employee room where we post like everyone's hours and stuff. So like it's just gonna be a bunch of like coats and like an old iMac in there. It's where my manager. It's where my manager David hangs out, like during business hours. But he's obviously not in like during the restaurant.
Okay. I mean, as long as we can come in through the front door, I guess.
There's no front door access. You actually have to. It's kind of crazy. You have to go in through. Next to us, there's a butcher shop, and so you have to kind of go underneath through the butcher shop, and then you're gonna go. There's kind of like a tunnel. Bring a torch, or I mean, you could bring a flashlight, but a torch will have a little bit more ambiance to it.
I think my ass is stuck. I think I'm stuck.
No, just let me just pull you.
You can't pull me any. Look, if anyone was gonna pull me, it was gonna be me pulling me, and I can't pull me, but I can't go back anymore either.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, totally. Here, just let me, maybe if we just pull one leg first through and like, just sink the ass a little bit to the left side.
You think I'm Mrs. Incredible?
No.
One leg through?
To me,
talking
you're Mrs. Incredible.
Shut up!
Sorry.
Shut up!
Sorry. This is the only way to get in here. It's kind of like a cool club vibe. Like we have to come back through the back room to get to our table.
Okay, well, we're never gonna get to the table, and I'm gonna rot underground. Okay?
No, you're not gonna rot. You're not gonna rot underground.
Celebrate me?
No,
That means worship me?
No, I do.
Excuse me,
let me.
is there someone in the tunnel?
Yes.
I think one of my
Yes.
piglets got in the tunnel.
Okay.
What?
I gotta butcher this piglet, and one of them got in there. Make sure you don't move around too much, because I need the meat real soft.
Pigs eat people. Pigs eat people.
That's true.
It's okay. I'm here to protect you. If a pig comes flying down here, I will stop you.
Oh, you're gonna protect me, Little Miss Sketchbook? You're gonna protect me? Oh,
God.
awesome.
Wait.
Can't wait.
Don't move. I have to sketch you. You're struggling.
Okay, fine.
Just keep trying to struggle out of this.
Mm.
Oh my God.
I think I'm gonna barf.
No, you're fine. But if it comes up, do it.
Okay, it has made contact. The pig has made contact. The pig has made contact. And I am wearing, I don't know if you noticed, but I am wearing a very cute sort of peep toe shoe. So the toe,
Absolutely.
the toe is exposed. The pig is biting the
Yes.
toe.
Okay. Sorry. All right, hold on. I'm almost done.
So you could actually stop drawing now and maybe help me.
Okay. Get on out of here! Get out of here, pig! Go!
Oh my God, that was amazing.
Thank you.
I am still stuck.
Yes.
Welcome to Saint Magnifique. Excuse me.
What restaurant is this?
What reservation? What restaurant did you have reservations at?
You know.
It's on the menu. I mean.
Yes,
you know
yeah,
it
you're
is.
right. It is on the menu. This is the restaurant that I'm pointing to right now, Saint Magnificent. And do you have a reservation?
Yes, I have a reservation for two. We have the employee suite.
Oh, yes, we spoke on the phone.
Yes.
Okay.
And this better be good because I did get trapped in a tunnel. I did think I was going to die, so I'm really expecting The red carpet.
Well, there you
So-
won't in the employee suite. If I right this way. Excuse me. Also, hey buddy, my manager had to work late tonight, so he's gonna be on the iMac making a schedule while you guys kind of eat dinner. Is that cool?
What? I mean, I guess it has to be. I don't
Okay.
know what we do.
All right. Well, and there's only 2 chairs in there, so one of you is gonna have to stand.
Okay.
All right. Right this way, and right in here, the employee suite.
Oh. Oh. What?
What do you think? Pretty swanky, huh?
The closet? Yeah. Okay.
It's the executive suite. I mean, let me get the chair for you.
So it's sort of postmodern,
Yes. We're kind
I
of like
love
living.
it.
Yeah, we're living in the moment a little bit here.
trendy. Wow.
Yeah. And this is Dave. He'll be making his schedule here. So
Holiday hours. I'm fucked out of my mind right now. I am pulling in 80-hour weeks. These people, everyone wants off. Everybody wants off on Christmas. I said, I get it. You all have families. I get it. I still have a job to do.
So like, can we get water?
Yeah, I got this Dasani at lunch. You're welcome to it. Here.
yeah, please.
so good.
Dasani is yours.
I am a
So this is
huge
like-
Dasani fan.
Oh, me too. I love the work of Dasani, the design, the blue, the sort of the horrible taste. It all is. So, it's such a comment on water. It's
Yes.
a twist on water.
It makes me appreciate my spit more. Because it tastes so bad,
Yes.
you know.
Well, spit is actually a huge part of my work day.
What do you do?
I'm a gum artist.
Get the fuck out of here. Are you kidding me? A gum
I'm not
artist?
kidding.
That's
I'm a gum
freaking
artist.
beautiful.
If you
Really
spit your
good stuff.
gum,
Can you hear it? Do something with this. Do something with this.
thank you. I'm actually I'm gonna put it in my bag, and if you come down to 204 State Street, anytime in the next 6 years, you'll see my installation.
I would love that. I am such a huge fan of art, and I think it's. I see people do like unconventional stuff, and I'm just like blown away. Have you ever seen Stomp?
I love stuff.
Oh my god! I went and saw.
When they
Yeah.
when they can hit a water bottle, that is so
Yes!
cool to me.
Thank you. I go and I'm like, what? I went to the show. I went, there's a bunch of junk on stage. What are they doing with all this junk on stage? You know, I'm like, this looks like crap. This looks garbage. If I want to go to garbage, I want to go to the dump. And then next thing, all these guys come out and they go dancing. I'm like, what is this? Freaking Cirque du Soleil? All of a sudden, they start banging these cans, and I'm going, holy cow, that's got a rhythm to it. You know, I've seen Stomp 476 times.
Wow.
I love Stomp. It's beautiful.
I don't want to. I don't mean to cut you off, but your voice is ringing through this room, and I'm kind of on a. We're kind of on a date here, so.
Oh, is this a date? I misread the situation. I apologize.
You kind of
Oh,
already
no.
gave the gum. You did the thing that I was gonna do, so.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. You don't even know I'm here. You won't even know I'm here.
So are you having a good time?
Yeah, I mean, I can say I've certainly experienced a lot of new things tonight. I've experienced new things tonight. Where are you from?
Hey, Shane. Yeah, it's Dave. I'm going through the schedule here, and I'm seeing that you requested off on Friday. And I'm just looking at this. I'm going, there's no freaking way I can run a restaurant without a cook. So I'm sitting here. I'm going, okay, you went off on Friday. It's Wednesday. It gives me 2 days. I'm sorry. Am I being loud?
I'm from Tulsa.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm from.
I get
Austin
that, and I'm
myself.
sorry to hear it. You know, I lost
What?
my father 2 years ago.
Austin?
But the fact of the matter is, I got a business to run.
Like Texas, Austin?
Yes, Austin, Texas.
I've never been there.
It's great.
Well, could
Delicious
you maybe like
tacos.
zoom in if I gave you like a 15-minute break? Maybe you go out back and zoom into the funeral or something, and then just like kind of. Okay. Well, I don't know what you want from me. You guys keep talking. I'm sorry. Keep going.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Sorry, yeah.
Yeah. What brought you here from Tulsa?
I went to school near here.
Oh, cool.
Okay. Yeah. Great. Well, fuck you very much. Thank you. God damn it.
What did you major in?
Communications, actually.
That's great.
Are you okay?
Oh God, I got an ulcer the size of frickin' Texas right now. I don't know how to keep this restaurant.
Oh, he's from Austin.
I'm from Austin.
Oh, really? Maybe that's why I said it. Maybe it was in my head that way. Oh God, we're in Austin.
Just the main part,
Ugh,
the main stretch.
gross.
6 feet.
I hate the main parts. There's no freaking tourist junk. I love you so much. Ugh, Rainy Street. Ugh. Give me the deep cuts. Yeah. Oh, God. Hey, you guys like YouTube? Check out this YouTube website. Check this out. Hey, name something funny. Say the funniest thing you can think of.
Dogs
Joe
driving.
Rogan.
Joe Rogan.
Joe Rogan. Oh, my God. Look at this. 30,000 results for Joe Rogan.
Oh, wow.
I wonder if they got Stomp on here. Oh, my gosh.
Is there going to be a waiter who comes in here, or
What's that?
is this?
Oh,
Should we
yeah.
go- should
Yeah.
I go do something?
Yeah,
or-
I'll get someone in here for you. You guys mind if I listen to Stomp while I do some of these sheets here? You guys keep doing your thing. I don't want to ruin the ambience, but I might listen to a little Stomp while you guys do your stuff. Is that cool?
Yeah, do you have headphones? Put headphones on.
I got headphones, but I don't got the dongle.
Oh, sure.
You know?
Okay.
Because they got the new plug-in, and this thing is freaking 15 years old, so... You know, if you guys have an iPhone, I could listen on one of your iPhones.
Sure. Yeah. Take my phone.
Okay, cool.
That's very nice of you.
I mean, we're here. You know, we gotta
Yeah.
we gotta try. We gotta.
Sure.
Is this your
I
kid on the
know.
back screen? Is this your kid, or is this like a niece or nephew or something?
Oh yeah, that's I have 6 kids, so that's one of my kids. Oh, by the way, I have 6 kids.
Okay. That's great.
Yeah.
That's great.
I'm also married.
Oh,
Oh.
ouch. Damn.
Okay.
Soon to be divorced, separated, but I am married, so that's some
all right.
baggage. But
Well, yeah, but I mean, if you're unhappy and you're trying out new things, I guess that's okay.
Okay, I don't know what I touched here. I don't know what I touched. What is this? I mean,
oh, that
yeah.
yeah, that's just my notes app. So that's just like thoughts that I've had.
Whoa,
so
this is beautiful stuff. This is just random thoughts?
yeah, it's just like thoughts I have when I walk around the street.
Wow. Look at this. Trees are like the Earth's veins connecting us together? What? I don't know.
Yeah, that's just, a little something that I thought by myself.
I never thought of that. And
yeah,
I see a million of them.
But that's what's amazing. Everyone
Holy
has different thoughts in their
cow.
brains.
Maybe I'll go see if I can find some menus or something.
Yeah, go find somebody.
Man, I
Okay,
tell you,
yeah.
I think some weird stuff. I think some weird stuff sometimes. Oh my gosh! I saw the other day I was walking, and I saw this. It was a dead bird on the ground, and I look at
Sad.
it. It's but I thought that thing had a life. It had a family. And now I'm just trying to avoid it. I'm a GoPed because I was riding a GoPed, and I thought
Cool.
I just look at this thing and I go, man, I wonder what that family's thinking, and
The Dead Birds family?
yeah, and I thought, is anyone gonna care about me when I go?
I bet the cast of Stomp is going to be really sad when you're gone.
Oh God, I hope so. Those guys are freaking geniuses in Stomp.
Look, if you go to something over 400 times, they definitely recognize you when you're there.
Yeah, you think?
I think they do.
I always like to yell stuff at them too from the audience, like, 'cause they kind of know. So I'll be like, hey guys, look at this! It's not a trash can. It's not just a trash can. Trust me. And oh God, you really see the world in an interesting way.
Wow, thank you.
Yeah.
It's been a long time since someone said something like that to me. Like at least a week since I met the guy I'm on a date with currently.
Really? This is gonna sound crazy. And if this is crazy, maybe I'm just a nut, but I got 19 tickets to Stomp tonight. If you want to join,
It would be an honor.
thank you.
Do we have to go back out that tunnel?
No, there's a front door access.
Oh.
Mitra, thank you so much for joining us. That was truly a blast. I do love Stomp, I have to say. I really do. So thank you for
Hey,
indulging me. Stomp is
truly.
my Cats, because you're a big Cats fan, right?
I am, yeah.
Did you all see it live a bunch of times in New York, or how many times have you seen it?
I've seen it live once in New York and once in LA.
Which was better?
New York. The Broadway one was definitely better, but there is just like I would say like the first 20 minutes of the show is like hysterically funny to me every time I see it, because the whole time I'm going, it really is just cats. Like and that's all it is. And like I am like crying laughing for the first 20 minutes. I have to sit. My thing now, because I will go again, is like I really have to sit in the deep, like the back row, because I will be shaking with tears laughing.
Do the people, are they that perform it? Is it, because I'm not super familiar, is it a bit tongue in cheek, or is it like very serious?
No,
it's very
like,
serious. Okay.
It's just like, and what's amazing is like the people who are in it are amazing. It's a huge like dance show. Mm-hmm. Like there's a 20-minute long musical interlude that's just like sensational dancing, and you have to be a great singer. Like you have to be so good, but then it's just awesome. The dumbest show.
Yeah.
But it's all these people just like.
Was the movie bad?
Cats.
Did you see the movie, or did you like it?
Yeah, really bad.
Really?
The movie's really bad, and not even in a fun way, because I grew up watching the VHS tape of like the live concert or whatever, the Andrew Lloyd Webber like live at Royal Albert Music Hall type.
Yeah.
Or maybe it wasn't there, but something like that, and that was amazing. And like what's amazing about it, and what's a bummer about the movie, is like it's survived like 30 years or whatever. Like the choreography's all the same. Like there's this like song Mungo Jerry and Rumple Teaser that's about these two like prankster cats, and there's this like very specific cartwheel that they do together, where like one is like this and the other one is doing a handstand on the floor, and they hold on to each other.
Oh yes.
And they cartwheel together, and they form like a pinwheel, and that all the choreography has like remained the same. So then in the movie they don't do any of the fun stuff that you recognize, that we all recognize from the Broadway show. Like all the stuff that was so fun about the dance is not present in the movie. So I like really care, actually.
It's so interesting though. I feel like that movie was one that, it's one of those movies that you appreciate, just like, and you probably have an even deeper appreciation given like how much you've done producing like your own show, like even like the amount of people involved it takes to produce a show, and a movie of that scale, and knowing the budget and stuff, like the fact that it had such a like misdirected vision, like executed so thoroughly, so many steps of the way, like even the point, because am I making this up? I remember seeing on Twitter that they had buttholes at one point, and then they had to take the buttholes out. Is that true?
Yeah, it like makes me sick. Like assholes, and then like they couldn't figure out what to do with the hands. Like it's just all so weird, because it's like also like the cats like have human tits.
Yeah, it's so weird. The fact that it got that far, it's like the Kendall Jenner Pepsi commercial, where you're like, so many people were involved in this. How did nobody? Because people were like, wait, what's going on? Yeah. But like,
I mean, all the people who like didn't have any power were probably like, really, like buttholes.
Let's see what happens. Yeah,
I do love the idea of a bunch of actors with like a green like CGI butthole dot like acting.
No, those were their actual buttholes. The only part of the costume. That...
Oh my gosh!
It's the only practical effect they did in the movie.
Well, this was supposed to be the plug section, and here's where we find ourselves. Mitra, what do you have to plug for us? I know you got your own pod, and I know you got some other stuff. So what do you want to plug here?
Yes, please check out Three Busy Debras on HBO Max. I have a podcast on Earwolf called Urgent Care that I host with Joel Kim Booster, and I don't know. That's pretty much it.
You just wrote on the recent season of Human Resources, correct?
Yes, so check out Human Resources when it comes out. Check out the next few seasons of Big Mouth. I've got some voices in there too on both of those, so that should be fun.
That's awesome.
Those are
Basically,
The
anything
biggie.
funny that you're going to watch in the next year, Mitra has a part
She's
in,
touched
so.
in some way, shape, or form. Yeah, and we'll link the podcast in the show notes. And yes, I will say this again. Please do yourself a favor and check out Three Busy Debras. It's one of my favorite things that I've seen in the past year. I guess it was a year and a half ago now, right? That it came out, or 2 years ago. It's been a minute, but it is so good. And they got season 1 on HBO Max, and season 2 is coming in a few months and that's on Adult Swim, correct? That'll be the new season will be on
Yeah.
Adult Swim. All right, great. Great. We'll check that out. Mitra, again, I can't thank you enough for taking the
you so
time to
much,
do
yeah.
this during what I know is a busy time for you. So
Thank
we
you.
appreciate it. You're
Once
the
again,
best.
was only watching Pretty Little Liars. So.
Well, we're
Thank
sorry to
you.
interrupt your binge. You're the best, Mitra. Thank you so much.
Thank you.